The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
We love having this man in the studio. He's got a brand new book out. It's called Happy As. And you know what? We're always happy as when he's in our studio. Larry Emdur, welcome.
Happy as.
Happy as. Mate, you just got back from a trip OS.
Yes.
Where were you?
I was in Greece promoting my book over there.
Wow.
Happy as Eros.
Hang on. Were you really promoting your book? Because the videos that went everywhere, you certainly were not doing any work.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
true.
some very good... I love that Daily Mail said you were doing dad dancing. I thought that was very unkind.
Uzo made me do that.
Right.
I usually here in Australia with tequila, I'm a very good dancer, but Uzo makes it all wobbly, all octopus.
Not fair, is it? Les, can I just say, too, having a flick through the book and also looking at a couple of photos of your travels, not the first time you've done sort of the Greek toga look. In the book, there's a photo where it seems to be a little bit of a tradition.
Well, that's your 21st, lads, wasn't it?
That was, well, the one you're talking about was when I was, doing the backpack thing around Europe.
Right.
But I must say the Greek, the Kontiki toga is different to when you're 57 toga. Because all of it, the Kontiki toga, you're letting everything hang out.
Yeah.
And the 57-year-old toga is like you're tucking everything in there. And you're tying the knots all differently. It's like, what?
Laz, we need to talk about the book. Because my favourite bit, you just put this up on Instagram as well. When you told the closest to you that you were writing a book, Sylvie, your wife, said, "Oh, look, it's very sweet, but you're not going to win a Pulitzer." Nikki, your sister, said, "Book, you're writing a book. You've never read a book in your life."
Ah, that's negative.
I love your best mate, Robbie, though. Robbie went, you're writing a book. Oh, wow, I hope there's plenty of pictures.
Okay.
What a
He
network.
also said, does it come with its own packet of crayons? Or do I have to buy my own crayons?
Laz, not a lot of support there. Did anybody say, good on you, Laz?
Not
Can't
a
wait?
single person
No,
in my life.
sorry.
Not a single.
It's a great story, though, Laz, because you didn't do very well at school, did you?
I did terribly at school.
Yeah.
Horrible. I sort of kicked out. So without being able to sort of read or write. So it's an interesting concept to write a book.
And then did you become Australia's youngest newsreader? Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So what age were you then when
I was
you did
19 then.
19.
And what gig was that?
That was Channel 7 News Overnight. Or let me say that again. News Overnight. I'm Larry Emdur.
How did
My
you end up
testicles
there?
have just dropped.
Yeah, well, one of them, I managed to engage one of them for that big night, for the big debut night, and worked it. It's a long story, but when I got booted out of school, I ended up working at what was then called the Sun newspaper as a copy boy overnight.
Yeah.
So I could surf all day. And I just started writing bits and pieces for the local newspaper. It's all in the book.
Yeah.
It makes more sense.
And the Bondi Reporter as well,
the
didn't you?
Bondi Spectator.
The Bondi Spectator.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so once I did that for a while, I had some clippings from the Bondi Spectator. Then I thought, well, now I'm a journalist now. I'm a journalist, but I was a kid,
Yeah.
a pimply-faced kid. So I sent some letters off to the TV stations going, I'm a journalist, I'm writing for the Bondi Spectator.
Yeah, I'm a crime reporter.
Yeah. And I got a letter back from Channel 9 saying there are no junior positions available. I'm like, I wasn't going for a junior position.
No.
I was talking about 60 Minutes. What are you talking about?
Have you heard from Rove? Because, the headlines were that apparently you discovered Rove and Pete Hellier and Rove Live, that show.
Yes, I got. Yes, Rove and I appeared on a radio show last night together. They stitched me up with
Awesome.
Rove. But that's we've told that story for years.
Yes.
So the debate is whether I actually discovered him or not.
Yeah.
What I did, I
Give us the story.
He was with Pete Hellier. They were in a garage in Melbourne doing a Tonight Show on a community channel. 31,
Out of the garage.
Out of a garage in RMIT, right?
Yeah.
So I went in there. I was on Price is Right, and I went in there. They interviewed me. And they'd picked up like a couch off a street cleanup, and it was like this dodgy
gross.
little Wayne's World
Awesome.
thing. But it was great.
Yeah.
And Rove was fantastic. And I went into Channel 9 boss the next day in Melbourne, Ian Johnson. I said, have you heard of this Rove guy? And he said, no. I said, you've got to chase him down. He's fantastic. He's got great hair.
Yeah.
He's very funny, very sharp, and really terrific. 6 months later, Rove gets his Tonight Show on Channel 9. So what's up for debate is I did that. But whether that equaled Rove getting the show or not, I don't.
Claim it!
No. I don't think. I reckon. he would have been there anyway.
Yeah.
But that's my side of the story.
Yeah.
His story is, shut up, Emdur. I know you're just trying to get money from me.
So that 20% wasn't coming through at that stage.
But I don't think I discovered him. That's how the story read.
I love
think
that story.
Yeah. It's a good story.
So did you really enjoy writing the book, Laz? Because it's
I
not
did.
it's not
I
just
did.
about your professional career. It's about you growing up and in the eastern suburbs. There's some funny stories, and what you and your mates got up to is unbelievable. Laz, you're here for wrap up of the week. Your chance to get stuck into us, our chance to get stuck into your book. Are you up for this?
100%.
Let's do it.
Great, all right.
Wrap up of the week. I'm going to be going up against Laz next.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
We have got the magnificent Larry Emdur. His brand new book, Happy As, is out now. Laz, do you want to go? You're our guest. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go
I want
first?
you to go first.
Okay, here we go. No.
Come on, Fit.
Fitzy and Wippa and Fitzy. I love it when you rap battle on
Friday.
Don't know how much that Wippa weighs. Ask him later on at the buffet.
We're rapping to Ja Rule today, so this rap's probably going to go down like Fire Festival did with Ja Rule behind it. You want me to go first, Laz?
Please. Is that okay?
Let's get
Come on,
started.
big guy.
I need your support.
Come on, buddy.
Turn it up, Macca.
Yeah.
Turn it right up.
Oh, this is your Friday morning, Sydney.
You love this song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I'm a huge Ja Rule fan.
Ha! Who is this fake rap attempter? Oh, it's another bloody introduction for Larry Emdur. You think you can rap because you wrote a book? Someone called an ambulance because Laz is crook. I read the book, and this is my first question. You started television in 1957. You became Australia's youngest newsreader. You know who was shocked? Every school teacher. You wrote about sex in a panel van. It was just too bad it was you and your hand. You're 21st in Bondi. That sounds splendid. And the 8 people in the book who attended. I love the chapter on your first tattoo. You got it after being sacked from Celebrity Dog School. More networks, more shows. It's quite unsavoury. You had more roles than Whippers had at bakeries.
What?
But my favourite, Laz, is your Polish goddess. And we don't have a reason why she's with you on us. She's the love of your life, and that's what you wrote. Or she's a close second to your 50-foot boat. Your house at the Hawkesbury. Your penthouse that you have in the Rocks. The holiday home in Kangaroo Valley. Your share portfolio.
Oh, my God.
The kids, they're probably in the top 10. What about Kylie Gillies? Is she in the top 10?
That is... Jeez, I didn't think we'd end with a list.
Yeah,
That is
I
extraordinary.
don't know if that last bit rhymed.
okay.
To be
No,
honest.
not
Just
at
kept
all.
going and going.
There's points lost for that.
Yeah, what rhymes with the Hawkesbury?
You know what I mean?
Anyway, I stopped listening after the panel van. Whatever.
All right, Laz, you ready to go?
Someone
Do it, lad.
Yo, Larry Emdur.
Happy as, lads. Let's go. Come on, lads.
Here we go.
Get stuck into it, lads.
All right.
That's entertainment.
Panel van. How is this radio show still on air? This show's thinner on content than it is on hair. I should know. I shaved my head a lot when Fitz ditched his hair. All his brain cells took off. Whopper's workouts lacked some punch to 7 minutes on the rower, then shouts, lunch! You're searching for new ways to be skinny. You're not Andrea Bocelli, you're more like Andrea Boccini.
Oh, that is...
Fitzy's wife wants to leave, can't you tell? During your wedding vows, she shouted out, help! Yeah, Fitzy's face is hard to forget because he's the highest paid stick insect I've ever met. And how can you rap when you can't even talk? You've got the personality of a plastic fork. All you bogan mates hanging out on street corners. Do they still hold your school reunions at Silver Water? Wippa won't read my book, but thanks for the plug. I read Wippa's biography. Wasn't it called Grug?
Hey?
Actually, Fitzy, if there was a book written about you, it'd be called Disappointment on Debut.
Scathing, lads.
Scathing.
Can rap.
That was
Can
really
write
good.
and rap.
Yeah.
Well done, buddy.
Oh, this is tough. Fitzy, yours was really good, but I just love Larry.
Yeah, I know.
Laz, you've got it.
Thanks, Sarah. Another win. You can't finish a rap with a non-rhyming list. That's like rap 101.
No, I was just seeing where the Polish goddess was on your list. Is she number 1, Gaz, or is she in the top 10?
You meant Laz, but yes.
But, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know,
I
Gaz.
say Gaz.
I don't know, Gaz.
Gaz. It's Gary Adler. Who's in? Who's in next?
In comes.
All right. Okay, thanks, Lawsy.
Thanks, Larry.
Oh, Gaz, you're the best.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.